Hello and blessings to you on this Laetere Sunday, which means rejoice. My name is Sister Vivian Sun. I am a sister of the Society devoted to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. I live in our novitiate house in Chatsworth. Today, our gospel reading is from the Gospel of John. Jesus said to Nicodemus, "Just as Moses lifted up the serpent in the desert, so must the Son of Man be lifted up, so that everyone who believes in him may have eternal life. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, so that everyone who believes in him might not perish, but might have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world might be saved through him. Whoever believes in him will not be condemned, but whoever does not believe has already been condemned, because he has not believed in the name of the only Son of God. And this is the verdict, that the light came into the world, but people preferred darkness to light because their works were evil. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come toward the light, so that his works might not be exposed. But whoever lives the truth comes to the light, so that his works may be clearly seen as done in God." With all of the virtual meetings I have attended, I realized just how important lighting is. It affects the way we see, the way things look, and even the way we are presented. And it's very important to have good light. And the best light is natural light. And we try to substitute that the best we can when it's not possible. As Christians, we are called children of light. And we are children of the light of Christ. We are called to follow Jesus, who is that light. And no artificial light, not even any natural light, can compare to the light of Christ. And we are called to reflect and radiate his light to others. During this time of Lent, and as it is closing, we are called to remember actually the darkest day in our history. The day when the deeds of those who preferred darkness were carried out. When Jesus was crucified and was lifted up on the cross. But it doesn't end there. The brightest light the world has ever known shattered that darkness of the world. It's Jesus' resurrection. He is eternal light. And Jesus is not only light, but he is also the way, the truth, and the life. So how can we live the truth that is here in this gospel? All of our actions, all of our words should be done in reflecting that light of Christ, so that we can bring hope into the world. Our foundress, Sister Ida Peterfee, she lived through the darkness of World War II. But it is in that darkness that God called her as an 18-year-old young woman to dedicate her life totally and completely to him, so that she may bring Christ's light into that darkness. The light that she radiated attracted other young women to join her in dedicating their life to God and to bring that light into the world of darkness and that world of communism in Hungary. So during this time of the pandemic, we've seen a lot of darkness, we've seen a lot of suffering, we've suffered a lot of loss as well. But we are still called to share that light of hope, so that others may see the grace of God working in and through us. So how can we radiate that light of Christ to others this week? How can we live the truth in light, so that others may see our works clearly seen as done in God? At this time, I would also like to ask for your prayers, because the light of hope shines when we say yes to God's will. And that I am going to say yes to God in renewing my profession of religious consecration and the vows of chastity, poverty, and obedience. That celebration will be in just a couple of days on March 20th. Please keep me in your prayers that day, so that Christ's light may continue to radiate through me and that the light may never be dimmed. So rejoice, because that light of the world has come. Jesus is that light. God bless you, and thank you very much.